All right, let's jump into the Simcoe Lease report. We can see there's some strength in the Simcoe. We just looked at York Region before this, and we saw that there was a dip in price, but not in the Simcoe market. We're up 4% month over month, but 4% year over year. So since last summer, there hasn't been an excessive amount of strength, but it is moving in the right direction. Whereas some of the other communities and regions that we looked at, prices are still getting a little bit weaker and more affordable for the tenants. When we look at transaction volume, though, transaction volumes have fallen here 2.5% month over month and down 7.8% year over year. So there is a weakening in the amount of tenants out there that are transacting these properties, at least on the MLS. When we look at new listings, up 9.8% year over month over month and 5% year over year. So there is some strength there on the new listing side. Median days on market, month over month was stable at 22 days, but year over year we have increased 2 extra days on the market. Let's look at the new listing volume, where we have matched 2024's number at 620. So as we can see from the last couple of years, the amount of new listings hitting the market typically peaks out September. And even into November, depending on the year. So we should see some new listings hit the market here. Active listings, it's going to start moving to the upside as well. We should break the 1,000 mark. We're currently sitting at 767. When it comes to the lease volume, we've already peaked out for the year, and the amount of leases that are going to be taken every month are going to start rolling off from here on out. So we might go from 344 down to maybe the mid 250s, 260s, and 270s if we follow the same path. So what's that going to mean for price? Well, we should start to see price roll over. It's been a little bit of an uptick here, which is not uncommon from what we've seen back in what appears to be 2023. Saw some relative strength, but we should see some more weakening here in the price, especially when we look at months of inventory, 2.2%, and we're bottoming out here. We're going to increase, and we should start to get over the 4% mark. For this market, if you're looking to rent a property, typically it peaks out end of year. There's a ton of opportunity on the market. There's going to be a ton of landlords who are looking to get anybody into their properties. They're willing to negotiate on the price. So if you are on the tenant side, we can see here the end of all 3 of these years is when the most supply is going to be sitting on the market. You have to ask yourself, though, do you really want to move in the winter? But if you think that you're going to live there for quite some time, that might be a fantastic opportunity for you. So if you've got any questions about potentially leasing a property or maybe renting out a property or even buying a rental property, you can always reach out to Dylan or myself, and we'd be happy to help.